Hello and welcome to Canvas and Pixels by Next Layers. In this lesson, I'll be taking time to explain how to use your master page, sometimes referred to as parent pages. Let's do this. Welcome back. If you have missed our two previous lessons, one that talks about introduction to Adobe InDesign, please see the link in the top right part of this video or check the link in the description below. You could also see the link to the second class that talks about how to delete, how to add and modify things on your page panel on the top right of this video, or check the link in the description below. Let's get started. So this is one of my current work that I did for a client, a faithful client, somebody who I've done several books for. Now, what is master page? Now, master page is a place where you define properties that you want some set of pages to take. The only time master page may not be applicable is when you are doing like a one-page document. For example, a flyer, or let's say something like a trifold. But when you are working on a long document, something like magazine, annual report, or a book like this, master page is such a very good tool. Number one, it makes your work very easy. It makes your work also very fast. And you could apply different master pages to different sections of the book. So what I've done in this lesson is to open one of these books that has master page applied at different portion. And then what I did was to duplicate this same work and then remove all the master pages so that I could explain how all these things work. So let's continue. So let me switch to the one without several master pages. Now, how do we even access our master page? Your master page is located on your pages panel. To your pages panel, like the way I arranged my own workspace, is to the top right hand of my page. And to access your master page, you just simply double click. Usually when you start a document, you will have master page A. Yes, you have master page A. The other thing that we hardly talk about is the other one that says none. This other one is written none. It's also a master page. And as we continue, I'm definitely going to explain how it works. So I'll double click on A master. Now, if you look at what I'm showing you here now, it's showing two pages because I wanted a facing page. One is showing the title of the book, that's on the left, and something on the right showing running header. When we get to how to design book, where I will be doing maybe like a 2 or 3 hours training, you will see how I came about to running header and how it works. But for now, let's just focus on simple things. And then I would like to remove these two A's, this one and this one, and then tell you why I did that later. So what I've done in this case is to have something that shows at the beginning, at the top head of all the chapters. So what we have here, I wanted to switch back to the main book now. I'll just double click on page 1. I'll do Ctrl-0 or Command-0 to fit to page, then I'll scroll. Now, as I scroll, you notice that maybe I should just take it to yes. So from here, you'll notice that the title of the book is showing on the left, and then the title of the chapter is showing on the right. That's what we mean by running header. But this lesson, since it's an introduction class, running header is a bit beyond this lesson because it's still an introduction class. By the time we get to further class, I will take time to explain that. So moving on, you will see that the things that are showing on A master is replicated on all the pages as I scroll. However, I need to mention to you that you can also duplicate master page. Yes, you can also duplicate master page. But before we move to duplicating master page, first question, How do we put a numbering to this page? You recall that I mentioned that your master page makes your work very fast and makes things easy for you. One of the things you do with your master page is to create like a numbering on it, and InDesign will intelligently help you to number the entire page by itself. Just follow me. So I will go back to my master page A. I'll double click on it. It will give me the entire page, and I will come to somewhere close like this. What I did was to just select my zoom tool and zoom that portion. And then I'll take the text tool and just click down and drag like so. And now when I see the cursor blinking, I will go to my type menu. I will come to insert special characters, markers, and I'll say current page number. Look, you can skip all this long step by just pressing Control, Alternate, Shift, N. Or if you're on Mac, you say Option, Command, Shift, N, whichever works well for you. So in my own case, I'll just say you go to Type, insert special character, markers, current page number. So when I click, watch what happens. Now, did you recall where I removed the two A's on both sides previously? Those two A's are actually your page numbers. I'm going to permit me to do one thing that I will talk about later, which I'll just click this. That is, I'm putting it on my baseline grid. Don't worry, I'm going to do a class where I talk about baseline grid. So, and then the other thing I could do is to apply some form of formatting on it. For now, I will just do basic formatting. I will select it and just do maybe something like this. Just reduce font size, and that will be all for now. Now, I will press my Ctrl 0, that's to fit to screen, and hold down my alternate key and then drag with my shift. I'm holding down my shift because I don't want it to change from the same line. And then when I get to where I'm going to, I'll release it, and then that duplicates what I have on my left page to my right page. I'll double click to switch back to my text tool, or you just simply click on the text tool here. I'll highlight it and make this right align. I'll get back to my selection tool. Don't forget I've mentioned in the past that you should always get back to your selection tool. What I did was to press Ctrl 0 so that you can have your entire page. Now, if I go back to any of my pages, trust me, it will be fully numbered. So I'll just double click on page 16 and 17. And that's it. It's numbered. Look, let me just zoom into it. 16, 17. And you could scroll to any other page. You'll notice that all the pages are numbered. Now, recall that our focus in this class is to talk about master page. I wanted to mention how we can duplicate master page. So this is a section, and then this is the beginning of a chapter. I wanted to introduce some graphics. So I will first of all duplicate my master page and then bring in some graphics from the completed file. Let's do that. So how do we duplicate your master page? You simply double click on master A. You simply right click on it and duplicate parent spread page. So when I click on it, now you see we have B parent. The first one say A master, and now we have B parent. So permit me to just go and copy things from the completed file. Now, there are some things I don't want on my B parent. I don't want numbering, I don't want running header, and I don't want the title of the page. So I will just, what I did is call a marquee select, and then press delete button on my keyboard. So let me take from this. So I just wanted to copy it since I'm not doing this from scratch. By the time we eventually work on how to design a book from scratch, I'm going to show you how I did everything from the beginning, from setting up, importing text to publishing it for print. So I will just copy. Copy is Ctrl+C or Command+C. I'll get back to this place. The amazing thing about InDesign is that InDesign could actually make you do paste in place. It's different from paste. So I'll right click and I'll say paste in place. Now, when I do paste in place, you see it's exact position. That's one beautiful thing about InDesign. One of the things that I really love about InDesign. So I wanted to quickly go back to that page. I think it's 40 and 41. I just double click. So how do I apply Master B to pages 40 and 41? Recall that, when we started, we had a default master for all our pages. Now, I wanted to show you how you can even apply other master pages as you want. Number one way to apply it is you simply click on the page you want to apply. Don't forget that we have both left and right pages. Now, in this case, I wanted to apply Master B left to page 40 because page 40 is on the left. So I will click and drag it to 40. When I release it, watch, that's it. Isn't that amazing? Now, I wanted to apply Master B right to page 41. I will click on Master B right, drag it the same way and drop it on 41. Boom, that's it. I hope you are following. Now, another way to apply your master, especially on a spread, is, let me just show you. So I will just do Ctrl+Z to undo what we have done before. Ctrl+Z, Ctrl+Z. I will come to page 40 and 50, double click on it to select both pages, and then right click on it and come to apply parent pages. And then it will ask me a question. Apply which parent page? I will say B. Guess what? You can even specify the pages here. In case you didn't double click, you can, specify the pages here. I mean, you could click and you could say all pages. You could highlight and type the pages that you want. But in this case, I'll just leave it as 40 and 41. And then I will say OK. Once you say OK, that pages is applied. I mean, the masters are applied. I wanted to also mention that there are times that you don't want, a particular master page applied on a page. For example, on page 42 and 43, I don't want any master page to be applied. And that's where none comes in. The same way, how do I apply it? I just select that none paragraph. If you notice that I'm already dragging it, and then you drag it to the page you want. When you release, the number is off. The running header is also off. And the same way, you could just right click on it, say apply pages, and then it's asking you could say none, and then you say OK. I hope you are following. I wanted to add one more master page, and maybe that will now end this class. So I mean, if I scroll this book to towards the end of the book, normally towards the end of the book, I'm having something like conclusion. Now, conclusion, I don't want conclusion. In fact, conclusion in this case is 2 pages. And then it comes to other information about the author and some other things. Now, I don't want it to carry the title of the book on the left and running header on the right. What I wanted it to just carry numbers. How do I do that? Now, if I check my Master A already has numbers, has, book title on the left, running header on the right, and it also has a number. But in this case, what I needed is just numbering. Very simple. I will just right click on Master A and duplicate. Now, when I duplicate, you notice that we have C parent. Now, I like to be a bit organized. How can we have A, C, and B? What I would have preferred is to have A, B, and C. So I'll simply click and drag. Now, when I'm dragging, did you notice a line that is under parent B is telling me that I can drop my mouse now, and parent C will be under parent B, and I'll release my mouse. Now, when I get, don't forget that I'm on parent C. It's showing C, so I will just delete what I don't want. Click and delete, select and delete. Now, I will double click on the pages where I want to apply parent C. There is something I have not mentioned and I'm going to mention it now. It is how to apply a particular master page on several pages at once. So I wanted to apply master page C or parent C from 234 to the end of the page. I'll just double click on 234 and 235 and then hold down my shift and then select the last page, or select up to wherever I want. It can be several pages. I'll select. You notice that those pages were selected. I could right click on any one of them. So I'll just right click and say apply master page, and then I'll select C. I'll click OK. Now just watch from page 234 to 235. If I keep scrolling down, you see parent C has been applied. The other way to know which master page has been applied is to come to your page panel. As you scroll, all the pages are labeled in their parent master, or should I say in the corresponding master pages that is describing their properties. So if you should check the last one, you notice is having all C's. If I scroll up a bit, you started seeing A until I scroll to, maybe I'll just go to page 40, Ctrl J to go to page, I'll say 40. Now, when you get to page 40, did you notice it's showing us B and B? I hope I've been able to explain how master page work. If it looks a bit confusing, I advise that you go over the video one or two more times. Don't forget that learning is free on this channel. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button so that you can be notified when new videos come up. Thank you. See you in the next class.